So I am back with another of my weekly news videos. It's Wimbledon. I'm another year older, but definitely no wiser. You might want to keep watching this. So as you can see, I've got a tennis racket with me. Yes, I mentioned it is Wimbledon at the minute, and I think tennis and golf have a lot of similarities, even to the point that my little Harry goes for tennis coaching down in Lytham. The coach there, very good coach, Greg, he talks a lot about hitting that forehand and finishing over that left shoulder, very much similar to the golf swing. A lot of weight movement, the kinematic sequence through into a tennis shot is very similar. So I do like to use a racket in a lot of my coaching sessions, but the main reason is to help golfers understand how the blade is presented to the ball. So for example, if you're going to hit a slice shot at tennis, you'd come across the ball, leave the racket open and chop it like that. That's very similar to the slice in the golf swing. The club may travel from the out to in position with an open blade. So if you wanted to hit a cross-court ground stroke on the tennis court, that racket would come from back here. Well, that's similar to where the backswing would be. And I bring the racket through. The forearm rotates a little bit, turn that racket over and over that left shoulder, as you can see. There we go, and there's a nice cross-court ground stroke. I'm using golf balls, I'm not going to smash tennis balls around in here. I'm not really following Wimbledon too much at the minute. I think we've got Conta doing quite well. There's a young 15-year-old that's ripping it up, and our great hope, Andy Murray, is now playing with Serena Williams. Yeah, things have changed a little bit. I'm a little bit more into my cycling. The Tour de France is on now. I did a little race at the weekend, the TAPS 30-mile road race, and I did quite well actually. Did it in 1 hour 27. About 10 minutes behind the fastest. There's some strong lads out there, and the TAPS charity road race is a race that's not a race, okay? So it's open roads, they're not closed, there's a lot of traffic around, few people taking risks. Just be careful out there if you're a cyclist and you're out on the roads. You know, it was a little bit daft, however, we had good fun. A lot of good money raised for charity. So I don't know if you've watched the golf over the weekend. Matthew Wolff, wow, let's have a little look at his golf swing. I better get a golf club for this. So one thing you might have noticed, quite a quirky move. I'm not going to do the exact same thing, but he picks it up here, then over. Loads of hip rotation, big lift of that left heel, getting his body right here, and then slams it down here. Has quite a bit of a dance after the swing as well, but does he connect with that golf ball? He's come under a lot of fire lately for how his swing looks and how quirky it looks. I didn't even mention the start of it. Okay, do you have a forward press? This is mine. His is a bit of a proper Shakin' Stevens behind the green door knee drop. Sorry for anyone that's under the age of 40 for that. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm now 46. You're 46 yesterday, so yeah, another year older. I'm starting to feel it, I have to say. So anyway, going back to Matthew Wolff, winning by 1 from Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, two very different swingers. One, the purist, Bryson, making sure that, you know, everything should be right. The scientist, they call him. Yet this quirky swing here. Here we go, up there, up here, big hip turn. Left heel really off the ground. Don't see that very often now, but if you're struggling with your shoulder turn and hip turn, allow that left heel to come off. It will allow a bigger turn. Notice when I keep my left heel planted, can't really rotate as much. And then, before that, there you go. That's the one. Something like that anyway, give it a try. Certainly works for Mr. Wolff, that's for sure. Okay, so a little bit closer to home, on Saturday we had captain's qualifier, and I was the caddy for a day for Stuart McLean, one of our members. Quite eye-opening. We were partnered up with the captain and Johnny Moss and Matt Clarkson. Great group of guys. Have to say it was one of the most enlightening 4.5 hours of my life. I saw a lot of very different and interesting shots, and again, because I do enjoy working here, I'm not going to rip the captain apart too much, but we're going to get you back in the studio as soon as we can, captain, because some of them shots were quite entertaining, that's for sure. Yeah, entertaining is the word. Stuart, great to see you playing on the golf course. I do coach Stuart, and then to see him on a full 18 holes of golf, helping him with some of his decisions. Not coaching on the course, but certainly guiding as a caddy would. The biggest thing I noticed is wrong club selections, hitting clubs that maybe shouldn't have tried from certain places, or took a hybrid out of his hands a few times in the rough and just put a wedge out, and he was surprised how far up the fairway he got with the ball. But a really good experience for both myself and Stuart. And I put a nice little letter together with all Stuart's notes as well, which, Stu, when you come in and grab that from the pro shop when you're ready. Congratulations though to Colin Nicol. Well done, yes, that is correct. You did hear me say that. Colin Nicol winning Saturday's competition. Well done, Colin. Great to see you back on the leaderboard. So next couple of weeks we've got Open final qualifying. Seniors Open final qualifying, and yeah, believe it or not, I've only got 4 more years and I can have a little go at qualifying for the seniors, so I might give that a bit of a try, do a bit of work on my game. I might even try the old left heel lift to get a bigger rotation, help me find a few more yards, that's for sure. So yeah, busy few weeks again here at St Anne's Links. The course is in fantastic shape, and Greg is grateful for the reason I'm in here today. It's raining outside, I know, dressed incorrectly yet again. But that moisture is very, very needed, as it will be for a lot of golf courses, helping Greg and the team prepare for yet another busy few weeks. So that is final qualifying for the Open. That is final qualifying for the British Seniors Open, which is at Royal Lytham. We're hosting the final qualifying Saturday, Sunday, Monday, practice day Saturday, Sunday, and the qualifying on the 22nd of July. And then the event follows. That's straight after the Open at Portrush. I'm fancying Rory for that. We've got our Open sweepstake up and running in store here. We've also got a very limited edition tailor-made Open bag, so you're more than welcome to pop down and have a look at that, or if you want to comment below and make an offer of that one, it is for sale in the store right now. I'm going to have a little chat about alignment whilst we're in here. So something I'm seeing quite frequently at the minute, golfers misaligning. So basically the target, I'm going to put this shaft up against the net there, that is my target. Make sure you're getting a good routine. Check your line before you hit your ball. Let's find one. So first thing I'll suggest, stand behind your ball, look straight down that target line and select something in between your target and your ball, just in front, about a foot in front of your ball, and line up to that. Don't worry about lining up at your target. Line up something just in front of your ball. Your pre-shot routine, make sure you go through a nice routine. Couple of practice swings, nice deep breath, and also visualize the shot you're trying to play. And then you're lining up at your target, but just something about a foot inside your bar, seeing a little bit of mud there in front of that mat, and away you go. Now I've got to be very careful here that I didn't hit that target. I didn't want to go breaking the shaft, but sure enough, making sure the swing stays on path straight down that target line. It's good to have the visual just in front of you, because I like to feel as though then I'm swinging over that, keeping the club going towards the pin and towards the target. So nice simple little tip there. Line up from behind, check you've got your flag and ball in line, draw a little line there and pick something a foot away from your ball and hit over that. So a couple more bits. I mentioned Harry, my little boy, before. We've also got Charlie, 5 and 3. I popped over to the driving range with them this week. They asked me if they could go. One thing I would always encourage, I'm never going to force my children to go to the range, but if they ask me, I'll take them. Sure enough, Sunday afternoon they said, "Daddy, can we go to the driving range, please?" Took them down and they hit a few shots, and I've got to say, just have a quick look at this. This is some really interesting stuff. Harry, very natural here, using his body as well as he can. He's only 5, he's not that strong. We don't give him much coaching. I don't think a 5-year-old should have much coaching, should be left their own devices, and they find their natural way. You can see how well Harry can get through the ball. Charlie as well, he's given it a good whack now, which is good to see. Again, only 3 years old. They love hitting shots on the top tracer, and as you can see, they can measure the ball flight. Harry hit 190 yards, which is his record, and the feedback they're getting, it's almost like they're playing on their Xbox, their arcade game, just similar to this kind of facility here. So Harry loves hitting shots off the top tracer. A little bit more news about the academy. We are reopening foot golf this weekend, so we will have the foot golf reopened this weekend. We're also going to be doing a few children's parties and a few events throughout the school holidays. So if you fancy trying foot golf, we are back open this weekend. That's it from me. Lots to get on with. Got a full afternoon here of coaching and fitting in our wonderful studio. Both me and Gary here are busy dovetailing today. Down at the academy, Ali, Mike and Andy have got full diaries also If you're struggling with your game, make sure you give us a chance to help you out. Pop and see me and Gary here at the Old Links, or the team at the Academy. If you do subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Really appreciate your support. If you don't, hit that subscribe button, give us a share, give us a like. Make sure you follow me on all my social media channels. And it is Dan Webster Golf. Make sure you look out for that logo. And once again, thanks for watching. Enjoy your golf this weekend, and I'll see you all very soon.